Okay, I think it's working now. Thank you. Okay. Okay, welcome everybody. Why? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, everybody. If you were trying to get on the other live, it wasn't working. So I think we got it working now. Of course, this is the way it goes, right? Suddenly the Wi-Fi doesn't work. So welcome, guys. Let's see, who do we have? All right. Hi, Eve. Hi, Ashley. Amber. Hi, and Carol. Come on in, guys. Welcome. All right. So I'm gonna try. I better not because last time I did a live like this for my last launch party, I flipped the camera and so that you guys could read the sign. I know this is backwards for you, but it confused me so much, so I think I'm gonna just keep it like this. So I'm sorry that you can't read the sign exactly, but you can tell what it says. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw me working on this sign yesterday, and I'd love some props for it, honestly. If you're an artist and you're like, that's pathetic, then, well, I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. So let's see here. Yeah, so we're not going to do the flipped camera today because I'm not going to risk that. That like super confused me, so we're going to keep it like this. But welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. We'll have people dropping in, and that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want to start by saying, for the giveaway that I'm going to do here during the launch party, basically you just have to make a comment. You just have to leave a comment to be entered into the giveaway. So I'm going to talk more about that later in the party, but if you want to be entered into the giveaway, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll remind you again. So I see like some people already leaving comments, so hi guys. All right. So moving on, I will show you guys exactly what's in the bundle in a second, but I do want to just welcome you to, this is the launch party for the Dark Ruler. This is all I can show you right now as far as book covers go. I do not have a print copy of this book yet. That should be available in a couple of days. I had some snafus, I guess you could say, with the cover for the print book. So I don't have that to show you, unfortunately, so I have to just show you my Kindle cover. But the print for the Dark Ruler will be available hopefully in a couple of days. So welcome to the launch party. I was going to have an actual ruler here to show you guys, like a ruler that you would measure something with and try to make a joke, which my husband did a couple of days ago, but I couldn't find a ruler in our house, so I'm sorry that my joke is going to fall flat. But, yes. Yes, I will get that print copy up as soon as possible. I was really hoping to have it ready to go by today, but it's literally sitting on my computer. I just need to approve it, and I need to look through it first. So hopefully that will be up soon. And Sarah, I'm glad that you and Butters are there watching. For you guys that don't know, Butters is Sarah's cat, so I'm glad I have some pets in there too. All right, so I'm going to talk about the giveaway bundle here in a couple of minutes. Talked about the print version. So when I was getting ready for this launch party, I Googled ideas for, like, I'm just going to be straight with you guys. I Googled ideas for a virtual book launch party, because normally a book launch party is like in person, right? And I did 2 launch parties virtually like this last year in 2020, and they went well, and I was just thinking, what can I do to make this more interesting? What can I do to do something different? Because it's like, how many things can you do, on Facebook Live like this? Hi, Hannah, welcome. So I Googled to get some ideas of just to kind of keep this fresh and do something fun, and I didn't really get I honestly didn't get really very many other ideas other than what I had already been doing. And but I did read this article about an author who did a virtual book launch party, and her book was about a ferry, like a ferry boat, right? And I promise, trust me, I'm coming to a point. But her book was about a ferry boat, and what she did in her for her launch party is she had like a friend come on and pretend to be, basically they pretended during the party that they were on a ferry boat, even though they were like on Facebook Live or whatever they were on. And so she had a friend come on and pretend like they were pushing off from the dock and telling everybody safety instructions and to put their life jacket on and to et cetera, et cetera. And then at the end of the launch party, they pretended like they were docking the ferry boat, whatever. So like, that's kind of cute, right? And so I was trying to think of what my version of that could be. And my book is not about a ferry boat, obviously. So this is what I came up with for you guys. So this is so do we act like we're on the farm? I mean, you definitely can. From where you're at, do whatever you want. This is what I came up with, and it's just the best I can do for you guys. This is what I'm trying to do to keep it fresh. So all of this is leading into what the Dark Ruler is actually about, okay? So in the Dark Ruler, our leading lady, Camilla, goes on a trip, an adventure, whatever. She leaves her hometown that she has grown up in her entire life, and for the first time she's out and she's traveling, right? And it's also fall when she leaves, so it's kind of chilly, cold, right? So this is what I came up with for you guys. I have a scarf, and I'm going to put this scarf on, and this was the most, like, Camilla scarf I could, like, find. I don't know if Brittany is watching, but she actually gave me this scarf. So it's a pretty new scarf, but this is I feel like this scarf is the best that would work in my world. So I am putting on my scarf, and I'm going to pretend like we're going to pretend like we're leaving and we're going on this adventure, right? So I don't know, give me some props, guys. That was the best I could come up with. So yes, I'm going to wear this scarf throughout this launch party, and I am doing this all for you guys, and you can put on a scarf at home if you want and pretend like you are coming on this trip with me. So all that to lead into what happens in the Dark Ruler. So the Dark Ruler is book number 3 in my Camilla Crim series, and so we're not starting on book number 1 here, but in this book, Camilla, like I said, leaves her hometown. She travels really for the first time ever in her life, and her band of brothers travel over a mountain, and they head to the capital city, and they are going there with the intent of assassinating the supreme ruler, Quentin Warwick. And for those of you who, I know there could be some people on here who haven't read that book yet and haven't read any of the Camilla books yet, so I'm not going to say anything more specifically about what happens in the Dark Ruler, but that is the gist of what's happening. If you're like new here and you haven't read any of the Camilla books, I'm going to back up for you because I want you to be up to speed with us so you can just enjoy this as much as the rest of us are. So that happens in book 3. In book 1, Camilla is really, she's not that person. She's not that person who's leaving her hometown and traveling and doing risky things like trying to assassinate the supreme ruler. She is basically little more than a slave. She works on the farm. She's a farm girl. And really what pushes her to action is she finds out that her brother has been arrested and that he's set to be executed. And that is sort of what initiates Camilla to action. And in trying to rescue her brother, she learns that, obviously the plot is much thicker than what she originally thought. So she finds out that the Supreme Ruler himself is involved, and she finds out that her mother, who she hasn't seen since she was 2 years old, is also involved. And by the end of that first book, Just like, I think it was Eve that said it, she is basically a rebel, and she is getting ready to start the rebellion, and that is where we go into in book 2. Welcome, Sarah. Don't ask why I'm wearing a scarf. Oh, I'm teasing. We're on an adventure here. So, anyways, that is a quick synopsis of the books. I like I said, I don't have a print copy of The Dark Ruler, which I know is really unfortunate for this launch party, but I do have print copies of book number 1, book number 2, and a lot of people are confused because I call The Dark Ruler book number 3 in the series because it is book number 3, but there are actually 4 books in the series, so I do have a prequel to the series as well. So there are 4 books, but The Dark Ruler is number 3. Does that make sense? I'm confused. I'm confusing all of you, but basically you can read the 3 books and you don't have to have read the prequel, but you can and catch up. So that's my little synopsis of what's going on in Camilla's world. I want to talk to you guys about the writing process and what kind of got me here to this point of having written this series and having written The Dark Ruler. I'm going to give you kind of that behind the veil look. But first, I want to actually talk about the giveaway. So I'm really excited about this giveaway. In the past launch parties, all I've done is the signed copy of the book, which is great and whatever. And for this one, I wanted to do something a little more, I don't know, more, just an actual bundle of something. So I'm going to show you guys what I have. This giveaway bundle does include a signed print copy of The Dark Ruler that I don't have here to show you today, but it will include a signed print copy of that book. It also includes this candle. These are Briarwick candles. The scent, people, okay, are you looking at this? The scent of it is mystery, which says it is black cypress, juniper, and mist. So it has a really nice smell. I really like it. So this is in the giveaway bundle. I also have what we're calling Portia's Amulet. Okay, so if you have read the books, you'll know, you'll understand, but really it's just a necklace, but we're calling it Portia's Amulet, okay? And it's actually this really beautiful turquoise stone, so you can kind of see it here. So this is in the bundle, and then I have some really cute magnets, which I don't know if, I didn't see if Dawn is on here, but Dawn actually did these for me, and she's super nice. She's on my street team, so she's really nice, and she did these for me actually quite a while ago, but they're super cute. So these are magnets. These are the covers of all of my books that are in the series right now. These are magnets, so cute. I have a set on my fridge because I think they're adorable. But here is the Dark Ruler for you. So these magnets are in the bundle. This is also a cute little magnet. I think he's supposed to be like a bookworm. And this is also a magnet. So that shows all the covers. And then stickers. And then this cute bookmark. So all this stuff is in the giveaway bundle. If you want to be eligible for this giveaway, leave a comment. I know some people have just popped in. To be eligible for the giveaway, you have to leave a comment. And what I'm going to do here in a couple of minutes is a Q&A session. So I haven't super been in the comments here, so if I didn't answer a question, I'm sorry. But go ahead, I'm going to do a Q&A session here in a minute. Go ahead and put those questions for the Q&A session in the comments now. I'm going to get to them in a minute. This can be a question about, leave a comment right where you're at, Hannah, right there in where you just left that comment. So like Hannah, you just left that comment. Leave a comment where that counts. That's so you're entered now. I have my husband in the back here, and he's writing down. I don't know what exactly he's doing, but he's putting down everybody who has left a comment. If you have left a comment, you're in for the giveaway already. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and leave a comment. And for the Q&A session, go ahead and leave a question. And the question can be, this is towards me, obviously, but the question can be about, it can be about the Dark Ruler. It can be about the writing process. It can be about my life or author life. It's open wide. So give me some questions. I don't really think I have any yet, but give me some questions, and I'm going to get to a Q&A session here in a minute. But before we... Oh, sorry. So, but before we get into the Q&A session, I'm going to finally do what I have promised, and I'm going to give you guys kind of the behind the scenes on writing The Dark Ruler. I'm really limited. It's tough because this is a launch party for a third book in a series. It's really hard to talk a lot about the actual content of the book because I don't want to give any spoilers away, right? Especially because I know there's people out there who've read the first 2 books in the series, but they haven't read this one yet, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So I actually really wanted to do a live reading for you guys, which is what I've done in past launch parties. And when I did my final read-through of the book before I 100% finished it, I kept looking for like a passage to read to you guys, but there was really nothing I could read that didn't give away the ending of the Bear Gap Rebels, which is the book 2. So I'm really sorry I'm not going to do a live reading for you guys. I'm too nervous about spoilers, so I'm sorry. I read through the first chapter again yesterday, and I was like, I can't do it. And if you guys have read the book, you'll understand. It's just anything I read is gonna give away what happens at the end of the Bear Gap Rebels, and I'm too much of a, I can't do it. So that was my big long explanation to say that I'm not going to do a live reading for you guys today. But I am going to get into, thank you for leaving your questions, by the way, guys. I'm going to get to those when we get to the Q&A session. So keep dropping your questions, and if you're just joining us, I've seen some people kind of popping in and out. If you're just joining us, go ahead and leave a comment to be put in the giveaway, or to be eligible to win the giveaway. Noah's in there. That's my husband, guys. So he's handling all of this for me. So thank you. All right, let's get into behind the scenes. So this is the first book that I have published since 2018. So it's been a while for me, and it was kind of a, I don't know how to say it other than this was kind of a big deal for me because it's been a couple years and I've been sort of out of the game for a while as far as writing goes. And even the book that when I did publish The Bear Gap Rebels in 2018, I had been working on that book for forever. And so it feels like it had been a pretty big gap of time that I had really worked on a book. And the reason why is honestly just because I got married. So I got married in 2019, and we were dating when I published my last book, and then I just I couldn't get back into that mindset to write, and I felt kind of guilty about it. I don't feel guilty about it anymore because I know that was just the time in my life. But so just to set the stage for you, when I did start working on The Dark Ruler, I was coming in, and I hadn't really written in a while. I was sort of fell out of it. So in November of 2019, I wrote the rough draft for the Dark Ruler. And if you guys know, I talk about oh, hi, some new people. Hi, welcome. If you guys know, I talk a lot about Nanowrimo, which is National Novel Writing Month. It happens in November, and it's just basically, it's a challenge to write a whole novel in the month of November. And I've been participating for years and years and years. And, oh, that's okay. Bye, Carol. Thanks for coming. So anyways, I talk about Nanowrimo all the time, and what I did is in November of 2019, I participated, and that was where I wrote the first draft of The Dark Ruler. And fun fact, guys, this was not the original title of the book. I had actually originally titled it The Hated Warwick, which if you've read the books, you'll understand. But I just didn't, there was something about, I just did not like that title, and I kept sitting on that word hated, and it just felt like such a weird word. I don't know. So then, but that's just a fun fact for you. So it had a different name at one point, but when I wrote it in November of 2019, it was The Hated Warwick back then. So I wrote the rough draft at the end of 2019, and then I just kind of sat on it, and yeah, Angela is asking, so Noah really was some of the inspiration then for the book. Yes, he was. He really was, and I'm going to get into that in a little more detail in a minute. This is a little bit into my personal life for you guys. But anyways, I wrote the draft at the end of 2019, and then I just kind of sat on it, didn't do much with it, and then the year rolled over into 2020, and I had planned, stay with me guys, in March of 2020, I already had planned on leaving my 9-to-5 job to go basically part-time, for lack of a better way of describing it, and it was all set up for March. We had an event at the very, very beginning of March, and that was going to be kind of my last hurrah at my job, and then I was going to be leaving. Literally the week that I left my job was the week that everything happened here in the United States. I don't know if I have people, I know I have readers that are all over the world, so if you're not in the U.S., that was the week in the United States that everything shut down because of COVID, and it just happened to be, I am not kidding you, it was like the second day I think I was not at my normal job that like everything was starting to get shut down, and it was really bizarre. And so that was just coincidence. So we're in spring of 2020. We all know what happened in the spring of 2020. And that was my chance that I really just buckled down on this book. And so I really did the majority of the writing of this book all through COVID lockdown and all the fun that we all had last year. And it, of course, I would never sit here and say that 2020 was like great or fun or anything, but it was a great opportunity for me that I was able to put a ton of time into this book. And after having not written for a few years, it was the time I needed. So this book is kind of special to me in that sense because it did get written during the craziness of 2020, and so it felt really good. And so I finished it. I had planned on actually being done with it in September, and then, as with all of my books, I found out that I had about 10,000 more things I needed to fix in it, and then it got pushed here to January. So I was a little bummed about that, but that's just the way the writing process goes. So truly, I I think it was Angela that said, my husband just distracted me during those years between, I guess it was 2018 and 2019. He really distracted me, and I'm saying that laughing because it was a good distraction, and I just wasn't able to do much writing. For those of you who have read The Dark Ruler already, you know that there's a wedding scene in there. So give me a wave emoji if you've read The Dark Ruler already and you know what I'm talking about. But this is just for my own curiosity. But there is a wedding scene in The Dark Ruler, and I won't tell you who gets married or whatever. I won't tell you what happens, but there is a wedding scene that was really truly inspired by, the wedding in the book isn't anything like my own wedding, but the idea for it did come from my own wedding, and there's a bit of wedding planning in the book as well. So if you've read the book, you know that there's wedding planning that happens. Who is this? Ken and Anya. I'm going to tell you where to get the books in a minute. We'll get to that. So the wedding plan, that was really inspired by my own wedding planning experience. If you've planned a wedding of any size, man, it's a racket, right? So a lot of that in the book is really inspired by my own wedding planning experiences, which are, it's super fun, but it's also super draining and also really expensive too. So read the book and you'll get some of that, some of those nods in there. So yeah, and then last but definitely not least, my inspiration for the book, there is a undercurrent of a love story throughout this book that sort of continues from the book before. Again, I won't say anything more than that. And a lot of that, I would say, is also inspired by my own falling in love with my husband and some of those feelings and experiences and things like that. So that's a bearing my soul to you guys kind of a thing. But I definitely was able to draw on some of my own experiences for that. And I know I have some of my advanced readers on here, which, by the way, welcome, guys. But the copy that my advanced readers have read actually didn't have the dedication on it. At least I'm pretty sure it didn't. So you guys might not even know this, but the book is actually dedicated to my husband. So if you haven't gotten the book yet, or if you have it in your hand, or on your Kindle or whatever, you can look at the dedication. It is actually dedicated to my husband. So, and he's the guy who's taking care of this giveaway here. So, all right, this is your last chance. If you want to be entered into the to win the giveaway, which really quick, I'm going to show you again. Candle, Scent is Mystery, Portia's Amulet, and sticker and magnet pack. Go ahead and leave a comment. You have to leave a comment in order to be entered, and I'm going to cut off comments, in order to be entered into the giveaway. I'm going to cut that off now, because my husband needs time to do all the finagling. You can still leave a comment or a question from here on out, it's just it won't count towards the giveaway, that's all. So, oh, and all of these things plus a signed copy of The Dark Ruler, obviously. And, yeah, there was something else I was going to say, but now I forgot it. Oh, I know. I was going to say about this candle, one of my street team people recommended this candle to me. I can't remember who, I'm so sorry. But when I was looking at these candles, I was like, which one of these candles is, because this company has like a million different candles. I was like, which one of these candles is most like the Dark Ruler? So I went with this dark colored one. Get it? Come on, guys. Give me some credit here. I tried. So, oh, it was Eve. Okay, Eve recommended this candle to me, so thank you, Eve. They've got tons of different scents, and a lot of them are, like, bookish. So, my cat is here. You might hear him meow, guys. Hi. So anyways, I thought this one was the most like the Dark Ruler that I could find. So, oh, welcome, Dawn. All right, so we are getting into Q&A session now. Really quick, one more last chance. If you haven't left a comment yet, leave a comment now so you can be eligible for this giveaway. Noah is going to start doing his stuff now so that we can, I'm going to try and do a drawing. I'm going to try and draw the name at the end of this. And that way we can do it like right here and now. My cat really wants to come up here and see you guys, but I'm not going to let him. All right, we're going to go, oh, Caroline's here too. Hi. Welcome, guys. All right, we're going to do Q&A session now. So I'm going to have to scroll up in my comments, scroll like way up, which is great. So if you have questions, keep leaving questions. But I'm going to go ahead. I think this is where our questions started, which it starts here with Eve. Okay, she says, so as someone who is trying to be an author, what made you decide, between self-publishing versus traditional publishing? Eve, I didn't know that you were an aspiring author. That's great to know. So if you guys aren't writers, you might not understand what she's asking here, but she's asking about self-publishing versus traditional publishing. So it was a really easy decision for me because with self-publishing, you get to keep all your rights and you get to make all the money. So you make higher royalties as a self-published author than you do as a... Didn't I tell you guys that he wanted to see you? Come here. Guys, this is Felipe. Just say hi. Yeah, he was really begging for some attention here. So, no, you can't be here for the launch party. I'm sorry. Okay, he had his 15 minutes of fame. Anyways, but the caveat is if you do go self-published, you have to do everything yourself. So you have to hire your own editor, you have to hire your own book designer, you have to do a lot of that stuff either like literally yourself or you have to hire somebody to do it for you. But you can get a higher payout basically is the gist of it. And Eve, we can talk about that till the cows come home outside of this because I love to talk about it's not that one is good and one is bad. It's just that was an easy decision for me to go self-published. I come from a small business background, so the idea of sort of employing people to do those things for me was a really easy decision. All right, next question is from Hannah. She asks, if you could give one piece of advice to an aspiring writer, what would you choose? Another aspiring writer. Oh boy, here's my one piece of advice. Just write. Just whatever. I know that sounds dumb, but a lot of writers get into this like analysis paralysis thing where they have an idea in their head or they kind of fool around with it, but they're too nervous or they don't think they're good enough to do it. Like, none of us are good enough to do it. That's the secret. So if I had advice for like a brand new author, just write. Just whatever is on your head, just write. Don't edit yourself when you're first putting it down on paper. Just get it out there. And just a little plug here, Nanowrimo is a great way to do that. So Hannah, if you've never done Nanowrimo before, you should definitely check that out. All right, question from Ashlyn. Who is your favorite character in the series? Okay, so I'm assuming she's talking about my series, right? Who is my favorite character? Probably, I think I had been asked this question before, and I don't remember what I answered, but I would say probably Nox is my favorite character. There's a lot there with Nox that I actually haven't even really delved into in the series yet, but he's a very interesting character, and the prequel that I told you guys about at the top of the party here, this is from Nox's point of view. And yeah, I think aside from Camilla, I mean, Camilla's probably my favorite, and then I would say Nox is probably my second favorite. If you guys have read the prequel, or even if you haven't read the prequel, if you like Nox, comment down below. I want to know if you like Nox too. All right, Sarah asks, where do you get your inspiration? Honestly, it's just like the world around me. It's all writers take experiences or inspiration from their own experiences. So it's the life I live, and that's where I draw from. That's why a lot of, like I said, the wedding scene and the love interest and stuff really just came from my own experiences of falling in love. All right, and Noah responded, me. That's, yeah, it's not untrue. All right, Teresa asks, who is your favorite author and why? Ooh, well, that's a tough one. I probably gonna have to say, as cliche, or I don't know if it's cliche, but I probably gonna have to say like J.K. Rowling's or something like that. I know there's a lot of controversy around her these days, but the Harry Potter books were truly like part of what inspired me to be a writer. So they kind of, I hold them close to my heart. I know that's not, I wish I could say somebody who's more obscure, but that's just the honest answer. What is the theme of your book? Oh, that's a good question. That's from Ken and Anya. I don't know if it's Ken or Anya, but whichever one of you is there. What is the theme of your book? I would say the theme is, I mean, it has lots of themes, but we see my main character Camilla go through some really nice character arcs. It's a coming of age story. I would say probably that. We see her learn and she improves, hopefully. She is pretty immature in the early book, and then we kind of see her mature a little bit. She gets a hold of some of the things that she struggles with, particularly actually in this book, in The Dark Ruler, we see her maturing and that kind of thing. So I would say probably coming of age would be a good theme. Ken and Anya then ask, is it appropriate for teens? Yes, it is. My books are pretty clean, and the main character is 17 at the start of the story, so perfect for teens. Let's see here, continuing on. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just catching up on your comments. Yes. Okay. Oh, and then Ken and Anya then asked again, how do you get the books? So they are on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. And those are all ebook versions, and then the print version will be available on Amazon, hopefully in a couple of days. I'll let you guys know. All right, are there any more questions? Let me see. Oh, you guys are throwing your comments in here so that you get put in for the giveaway. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Hannah says she didn't really like Knox. Oh, before she read the prequel. So, Hannah, are you saying that you didn't like him in the other books, but then you grew to like him in the prequel? I think that's what she means. He does come across as very, unlikable, but once you really get to know him, he's a complex character. Sarah says that Mirabelle is her favorite character. Yes, she's sweet. Oh, okay. And then Hannah says, yes, Harry Potter was a series that really got me into reading. Yeah, those books just hold kind of a special place in my heart. Oh, okay, and it's Anya that's here with her kids. All right, well, welcome, Anya. Okay, Dawn loves the book trailer. Thank you. Oh, Eve is leaving. Okay, that's fine. And, oh, Kim is coming. Hi, Kim. Welcome. And then Anya is asking what genre is it. These books are young adult fantasy. So that is the genre. Any other questions really quick? And then I think we're going to draw a name if my husband is ready to go. And we'll find out who won the giveaway. Last call for questions. I'm hoping... Oh, okay. Ashley likes the book trailer too. Thank you. That's something I've been wanting to do for so long, and then I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get this book trailer made. So I'm glad you guys like that. If you have not seen my book trailer, it's on the Facebook page. So make sure you go check it out. Noah, are we ready for the giveaway draw? I'm not getting any response. Anya, you can see the trailer. It's on my Facebook page. So if you haven't, you would have had to go there to get on this live. So once the live is over, if you just go look at the feed on my author page, it's on there, and it's really cool. I'm really happy with the way that trailer came out. All right, Noah is saying we're good for the draw. So are you gonna come over here, or are you gonna do it in the comments? He's just giving me a thumbs up. I don't know what that means. All right, we're gonna find out who won the giveaway bundle here in a minute. A reminder whenever Noah decides to make his way over here and tell us who won the giveaway. Oh, he's gonna tell us in the comments. Okay, so we're gonna find out who won the giveaway really quick. Just a reminder, so you know what is on the line, what's at stake here. It's a signed copy of the Dark Ruler. It's this awesome mystery scented candle. Yes, mystery has a scent. Portia's amulet from the book, and this magnet and sticker pack, which I don't know if Dawn was in here when I was showing these, but these are from Dawn, so thank you, Dawn. All right, Noah, we're ready for you. He's going to tell us in the comments who won. He's been handling this from the back end. And, oh, Caroline, yes, I will answer your question. Will you be writing more in this world? Yes. I'm going to talk about that in a minute and tell you what's coming next. So that's a great question, though. All right, Noah, are we going to find out who won here? Actually, okay, here we go. The winner is 3. He's counting down. 3, 2, 1. You guys see why I married him. He's cute, right? All right, we're waiting. Maybe it's a long name, and that's why it's taking him so long to write it in there. Everybody hold your breath. Oh, it's Angela! All right. Angela is one of my street team members, which, by the way, I have not really given an official shout out, but I know several of my street team people are on here, and I just want to thank you guys. You guys have been, like, massively helpful in helping with this launch. So congratulations to Angela. She is the winner of this amazing bundle. Angela, I will reach out to you and get your address and send all of this stuff to you as soon as I get a paperback copy. I will sign it and I will send it all to you. So thank you. And I'm going to come back to Caroline's question. She was asking about if I'm writing more in this world, in this series. Guys, I have 3 more books in this series. I know a lot of people think that this series is done because this is book number 3 in the series. But if you've read the book, you know it does not end with doesn't close things up. So I actually have plans for 3 more books. Don't hold me to that, like in a court of law. But I'm planning on 3 more books in the series. And then she kind of asked about doing more books in this world. So actually, even in addition to, once this series is complete, I have ideas for other books within this world that may or may not include Camilla. So the answer is, like, I've got lots to do here in this world and in this series. So stick around. And if I've got anybody on here who loves to binge their books, I know particularly YA fantasy is, like, a lot of people like to binge that. There's 4 books out now that you can binge on if you haven't started them. And then, like I said, I'm going to have 3 more coming. All right, guys, we're going to bring this journey to an end. If you were here at the beginning, you remember that I put this scarf on as a symbol of starting our journey over the mountain, as Camilla does in The Dark Ruler. I'm going to take the scarf off now. Actually, it really kept me warm because it's very cold in our house. And I will remind you guys, if you haven't, to please go buy the book. It is on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. And if you're new here, if you haven't read any of these books, you can read the first book, The Sacrifice of One. You can actually read the ebook version of this for free. If you go to my website and sign up on my email newsletter, you can instantly start reading this for free. So this is a no-risk trial here, people. So you can try out this book, see if you like it, and see if you like the series, and you can get into it really for free. So please make sure you go buy the book, The Dark Ruler, and I just want to thank you guys. I will be starting the next book in the series, hoping to maybe get that out this year. Please, again, don't hold me to that, but I would love to get it out really soon. So I'm gonna end this launch party, and I'm gonna get started on that. And I just want to thank everybody who came. Thank you for supporting me in this book journey. Go buy yourself a copy of The Dark Ruler, and have a good night, everybody. All right, bye.